Today I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to drywall a room. I'm doing this in my basement because honestly, it's the hardest part of the house to drywall. We've got bulkheads to deal with, we got crooked ceilings and plenty of other surprises. So no matter what room you're working in, you're going to be successful the first time. Rule number one, before you drywall, consider all the things that you have yet to finish before you close up. Did you run all your wires? Have you done your soundproofing? Have you thought through about your windows and finishing? Do you have blocking for a television in that room? Rule number two, you do your ceilings first, you do your walls second, and then any bulkheads last. Rule number three, not time to cheap out. Get the right tools. You're gonna make so much money in earned equity on that home of yours. If you're gonna do a big project, get the right tools. Get a drywall cutout saw. A drywall screw gun. This will save you a lot of time and aggravation, and it has a depth setter on it so you don't tear through the paper. For smaller projects, consider getting a drywall dimpler bit. For just a few bucks, you can also set the screw to the right depth and not tear through the paper. Get yourself a spray foam can so that you can fill all your gaps and cracks. A cordless hand planer. This right here will take care of any raised surfaces. If you have any humps or bumps, you can get rid of them as you go. Laser level. You can set this up, get a perfect laser line so that you can install bulkheads and make them perfect every time. Extra pair of hands if you're working alone. Use clamps. Grab yourself a rasp, because when you're making cuts that are going to be exposed, you want to have a clean, perfect cut. I use one of these every time I'm cutting because I don't want you to have to learn how to master the art to cut your drywall freehand. Make sure you got a good tape and an Olfa knife, at least a 23mm. Keep them sharp. A dull knife is a dangerous knife. Rule number four is figure out if it's a two-man or a one-man operation. If you're working alone, there's tips and tricks. You can use blocks to help hold things up on the ceiling, or you can get a drywall lift. Rule number five, always stagger your joints. If you're gonna have a joint on a wall here, that means you need another joint underneath. Go at least 2 studs over so that after you're done all your mudding and taping, those joints will be invisible. Number 6. When you're installing your walls, start and do the bottom first. I know it's contrary to the way the pros do it. Pros are working in brand new houses. In renovation, your ceilings aren't always straight, and your biggest threat is the gap at the bottom. If your drywall touches your concrete, it soaks up moisture and goes to mold. Put a spacer on the floor, set the drywall first. Now you've got something level and square that you can measure up to the ceiling, cut whatever weird shapes you have, and you will be much more successful. Rule number 7, whenever you're working around doors and windows, you want to have the drywall continuous around the framing. If you set up your drywall joints in the same place where you have framing joints, you're guaranteed to have cracks. Rule number 8, factory edge to factory edge. When you're doing a butt joint, then you can stitch your drywall together and you are not going to have any cracking over time. Rule number 9 is the 5-screw rule. That for every 4 feet of drywall, you got a screw at the joint, a screw in the middle, screw at the top, one here and one here. I have to add a few more screws to that sheet. And rule number 10, all of these rules can be broken if you know how to tape. A lot of the mistakes that you make, you can easily fix. In order to understand everything I'm talking about, we're gonna have to take you from right to the very end, so then everything starts to go, aha moments will start to appear as the video goes across, all right? Step number 1 when you're gonna drywall is you have to do an inspection. And here are the things you're looking for. Consider